Hello everybody and a very good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. It's Wednesday, isn't it, today? I feel a little bit discombobulated as far as the days are concerned, but it's definitely Wednesday, and I know it's a Wednesday for the fact that sitting to my left-hand side, it is the one and only, the lovely Sheena. I'm delighted to have back with me in the studios. How are you?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to today.
Should be a good day today,
shouldn't it?
We're
laugh already. We're going for we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. We've already been singing, firing out a few impressions. We've sang a few songs. We've been going down like, the musical lines a little bit, haven't we, today?
We've done the great show tunes, the whole thing.
Yeah, a bit of Oklahoma we've done, haven't we?
A bit of Oklahoma. We haven't. A bit of South Pacific.
A bit of South Pacific we've done. What was the Elaine Page, Barbara Dixon one? What was that from?
I know him so well.
Is that Chess?
Chess. I love that album. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys didn't get to see that, did you? But, you know, over the course of the day today, probably will do. We've got two fantastic shows coming up for you. A little bit later on, we have got our US warehouse clearance for our US viewers, part 2. More on that later on. But in between times, we've got a Colour Me Happy show coming up at 3. And in this show, we're going to be previewing what is kind of coming up in that show, and actually a deal, Sheena, which I think people are going to lose their minds over.
Ridiculous, absolutely. Well, you know what, just get it, seriously. Just saying, Christmas, and if you know anybody who draws, absolutely 100% don't miss it, or anybody in school, school age, Christmas gift, an unbelievable deal.
It is a box full of everything you need, I think, to become the next Sheena.
Run for the hills. We'll never sell another one now. That's it. We've lost the whole audience. Nobody there. Hello.
Hello.
Come back.
But I know you're going to look through it in just a second, but it is just the value for money as to what everyone's going to get when you go through that box is incredible, isn't it?
Just, honestly, I'm going to take you through what's in there, but it is phenomenal value for money and the perfect time of year if you're looking at gifts. Like, seriously, you know, I've got more than one. Like now in my basket.
Have you?
I'm ready to go. Yeah, because it's such a good deal, and I've dying to show you this. I've just been so looking forward to show you what this is. Well,
you'll be seeing it very, very shortly indeed. It is our Pro Sketch Pack. It's limited edition. It's the first time that we're going to be showing it you here on Crafters TV, and it's what? Half price. Half price. Half price.
Half price. And you know what? It's not just, you don't have to draw to use it, to see the value in it. If you draw, it's like, you're not going to need me to tell you how amazing it is. You're going to go, oh, yeah, hello, yes, put me down for 1 of 10 of those, thank you. But if you don't draw, well, guess what we're going to be looking at? How you, as a stamper, paper crafter, the value in it for you too.
That's what we're going to be doing. When you get to see it unboxed, I can almost guarantee you'll be jumping in and grabbing it because the value is off the chart. It is the bomb.com, as Sarah would say. A few quick hellos. We can say hello to the lovely Jane Quigley, who says, hello, everyone. Hi, team. My internet keeps tripping over, but I'm here. Well, hopefully it'll behave itself.
Yeah.
I just unplug and then plug in again.
Switch on. Yeah. IT, there you go, see? Call IT.
Yeah. We're the IT team, aren't we?
Yeah. Turn back on.
Or Control-Alt-Delete if you've got a keyboard.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that on a Mac anymore. I don't know how to do it on a Mac.
So just
turn
it off. Turn it
Switch
on again. Sarah Brown says, hello, my dear crafty friends. Special hellos to Sheena and Ben and the whole CDV gang behind the scenes and in the gallery. Sending huge hugs to you all from Melbourne, Australia.
G'day.
G'day, mate.
G'day.
Geraldine Sadiku says, good morning, everyone, from a damp Argyll and Butte.
Oh. Hello. Lorraine Kelly.
Hello. Michael Adams joins us, saying, good morning, Ben and Sheena. Hello. Lisa Beecham says, hello, Sheena. Hello, Ben and everyone. Liz R says, good morning, crafty friends, Ben, Sheena and Rachel. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials today. And also a hello from Debbie Durant.
Deborah Durant. Oh, good morning, darling.
Good morning.
Lovely.
How lovely to have Deborah Durant.
She'll have her negligee on, and
yes.
Yes, her China watching now.
Yes. What? She says, good morning, lovely peoples. She's got her order in already, Deborah Durant.
She would have.
Would she?
Yes, I said, do not wait. I know most of my team, will have that in the back. Lisa, I bet you've got one as well already. Yeah, Lisa Beecham. Lisa Beecham.
Well, listen, what are we talking about? Well, let's get into this because this is going to absolutely monster out of the door. It is the Pro Sketch Pack limited edition. $31.99 or $39.96 is the price on this. It is half price. First time that we've seen this on TV. It should be £80 or $100, $39.99 or $49.95. And the Invisible Man. Ooh! And the Invisible Man. So let's get into this. Any questions and comments you want to fire away, please do. But wait till you see what is in the box. We're going to go through it with Sheena. First of all, it is the biggest box I think I have ever seen.
It's huge. And if you imagine Christmas morning, I'd be hyperventilating by now. You open the box and this is what you're confronted with. It is phenomenal. So seriously, if there's somebody who's of school age, college, anybody, and just this, they're going to want to use this, but you're going to want to use this as well. Shall I take you through what's in on the overhead? Right, let's look at it. And then I've got mine already set up. This is what you get, the first layer, right? So this is the first layer. We have a huge pencil like this. This is called a clutch pencil or a lead holder. Look at the size, look at that, that's lead, that's all lead. So that's for your sketching, for your shading. We'll be using that today. I'll be taking you through that. And to pop it back in, you just do that and it goes back. But you've also got in there, I'm just gonna do, instead of like an order, I'm gonna go around. You've got a mechanical pencil here, down here. You've got your regular mechanical pencil that you probably know about. Now, I've got to say, guys, with these two here, I've paid up to £10 for what my clutch holder, my pencil, £5 to £6 for an inexpensive one.
Right, okay.
The value is, I have everything that's in here, just saying, and I've paid a lot of money for everything that's in here. So they're the first two, but you also get refills for these guys. So you get a whole pack here. It's hard to get them out here. I'm going to do my best to get them out because I've already got them. Well, I'm just going to point, look there. You've got your lead for your mechanical pencil, for your fine one. I'm going to show you why these are all, why you need them all shortly, and why they, what everything does. And look at all those there. All of those there are refills for your clutch pencil or your lead holder, the big chunky one. So you've got refills. You've got a couple of erasers, and they do different things. This is the type that you're probably well familiar with. Just a regular plastic eraser, works a treat.
Yeah.
You've got this one here, which is a kneaded eraser, kneadable eraser. So they call it a putty eraser, or a kneaded eraser, or a kneadable eraser. It's squidgy. It's like it's a bit like, you know, like stuff you put your Christmas cards up in. When we open this, you'll see, and you shape it and you use it any way you want, and it doesn't leave any little bits behind like that one. Okay. You can just lighten the background a little bit with it. Anyway, we're going to be using them shortly. Going through, you've got 3 coloured pencils here that are great for just either mixing, for colouring in, or for like when you're doing, if you're doing a little sketchy ideas, you can do them in different colours for represent different bits of your card making. So you might want to use the red as the foreground element if you're using your books and things to plan out your cards. Yeah. The blue might be a background, the next layer back, and the green might be further back, like just the flat bit of card. All of this will become apparent later. You've got 2, these are amazing. If you've ever used water-soluble graphite, you'll be excited already. There's 2 here. They look like pencil, they're exactly like pencil, but you don't have to even blend these ones, you just add a bit of water. There is a 2B and a 6B. Now this is where I get super excited. What's this one? Like seriously, a chalk pastel pencil. For all of your card making, your paper crafting, you want that. Yeah. And you also want, look, I'm not even going to take it out. Look.
This is what people are going to get excited about as well, that pen.
There. Oh, if you haven't used this pen yet, just do it. I mean, seriously, that and this kit alone, can you see where the money's just mounting up? I know. It's just phenomenal. I didn't even mention, look, you've got your pencil, a really good metal pencil sharpener there for all of your pencils, your regular pencils. Moving down, you've got a water brush. A fabulous, and it's a really nice size water brush. Oh, cool. It holds really good point. So if you want to add the water to your water-soluble pencils, just portable, it's perfect for that. And that's going to go in this kit that you haven't even seen the bag yet.
Yeah.
You got 5 illustrators there, and they're the brush nib illustrators, which are my absolute go-tos, perfect. And they're shades of grey. So you've got 2 cool greys, you've got 2 warm greys, and you've got a black. You've got all of these outliners, and you've got outliners here that you can't get anywhere else. These 2 here, and there's a chisel nib as well.
Oh, is there?
A chisel nib outliner. There's 2 flex pens here, which you won't get. Well, if you look at that, we've almost got like the price in just that of the kit.
Well, I was going to say already all of that is miles over.
Miles over. Then. You've got paper stumps to blend your graphite pencils with. That's the top layer. Then we move on. I think I've covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the beauty of this. So in here,
this is great.
You have a case, and I've got mine all set up, which I'll show you properly shortly. But in there, everything fits perfectly. There's a place for everything in that case.
Yeah.
And there's also a place for the next thing, which are the books. Look at this. Right, now if you're wondering about the value of sketchbooks, let me pop that to one side. Let me show you what I've brought my sketchbooks here. Just let me take you through that. They're just 3 of my sketchbooks, right? That one I paid £11.50 for.
Yes.
That one was 15.
Right.
This one was £36. And guess what's in this one? Nothing, because I'm scared to use it.
Hang on, 36, 20...
36 quid for that.
26 and 11, did you say?
Yeah, for these 3. These ones have got bits in. I've been brave enough to do a few bits in these ones.
Wow.
But this one, not, because I'm scared to use it.
Yeah.
But look what you've got here. You've got 2 A4. They're totally different. Again, we're going to go through this in proper time and basically play. This one here is a mixed media book. So if you want to... For a crafter, you could use this book for your colour charts. You know when I say always make a colour chart? This would be it could be a card making Bible. You could have your aquas colour chart, and you've got them all safe in the
I like that idea, it's good.
Then you can have your inks, you can have your duet ink pad colours in there, and then swatch them so you can see all the colours. You've got your shimmer inks, so you can see how even that would work for a paper crafter. It's phenomenal, but it's not watercolour card. It won't take a completely soaking wash, but it's thick enough to use water products on there as well. So that's your mixed media pad there, and then we've got this beauty here. This if you separated this and gifted this on its own, it's sewn. It's a proper sewn with signatures. You know, they call the little bits and the little different things, the little signatures there. It's a sewn bound paper that is smooth, silky smooth, so all your dry media, your inks and everything are going to work perfectly on this. I'll show you how I've started to use mine, shall I? Shall I show you mine quickly before we start playing?
Not?
This one's mine.
That folder's brilliant as well, isn't it? My goodness me.
Fabulous.
You could even just split up if you're looking for gifts, split up, keep the pens, give the folder away, give the pads away, and whatever you want to do.
That's what it looks like when it's together, Ben, look. Everything's got its place. I've put my pencils, I've got all my pens here for drawing, and I've gone large to small to fine. I haven't even shown you how fine the lines are. We'll doing all this when we're going to draw shortly. Not draw, scribble, plain over stamps and things. And everything's there. And then in here, you've got all your other bits, your paper stump, your pencil sharpener, your eraser, everything fits in there. And then in here, you have your books. I mean, the fact that you can carry everything. Can you see what I'm saying? You are going to be like, if you gift this to someone this Christmas, they're going to think you've been generous beyond compare.
Generous.
And this is how we're going to use them. So if you think, I'd like a lovely sketchbook, like my little sketchbook, but I can't draw. So you're thinking, well, yeah, all right then, Douglas, but how do I do if I'm not drawing? Doesn't matter, look. Would you know that this hasn't been just sketched?
Wow, yeah.
Would you? No, you wouldn't, would you? That is what we're going to show you how to do. So you could make yourself a little journal like this.
Brilliant.
It doesn't have to be just, sketches like that, but I think that looks rather pretty. if you want to gather this. And also imagine whatever you do in this book, you can then put on a card.
That's it.
So imagine sending a card that looks like this. It'll look like you've done a hand-drawn card. This one was stamps that you'll be familiar with. They're not even a stamp, that's a stencil. I'm going to show you how to change them. Using the pens that are in the kit. If you want to maybe repurpose this one and think, well, how can I get value? Again, I haven't used it, but I've started playing in the back. You might want to make yourself a desk journal.
Yeah.
So this is a stencil. This is a space that we're going to do today. We're going to put a stamp on there and we're going to draw over that with the pen. And then we're going to use some just die cuts to cut out and put panels in here for notes or goals for that month. And it's going to be really pretty. And it's like, it could be a family kind of like what's happening at a glance, coffee table, pretty little book there. So can you see how it's not just if you're an artist for anybody and anyone in school, honestly, you're going to look like the best auntie ever.
Well, we talk about that a lot as well, don't we? When we talk about, some of the kits that we've had previously from Spectrum Noir, some of like the Discovery kits and whatnot, they're a great opportunity maybe to give them as a gift to kids, or maybe like, kids who are off to college. But this seems to me to be an unbelievable way to be able to gift somebody this Christmas who's already into their art one of the best gifts they're ever likely to receive. But also, like Sheena was saying, like we were chatting about before the show too, maybe you've got kids who are sort of, I don't know, showing a bit of an inkling when it comes to art and sketching. I mean, what an incredible gift to be able to give to them at half the price that you should be paying. And there's already comments coming through of people kind of going, you know what, like I can read, like Mr. Simmons saying, like the sketchbooks in the US, outrageously expensive, even when they're on sale. These are incredible prices just for the books. And that's it, isn't it? If you kind of tot it up and think about the books which Sheena's got, those three, if you think about those, the two sketchbooks and then that case as well, you're already over the value of your price here, particularly your platinum price. And if you switch reverse it, do it the other way round and think, okay, the pens that I got in the top layer, again, you're already over the value of this, and so it's like you're getting the sketch pads and that folder for free. Whichever way you look at this is an unbelievable opportunity to pick up, I think, one of the deals of the month. Limited edition, though, don't forget, and we are already, I'm hearing in my ear, very, very busy for this. Lots of people grabbing it, whether you're getting it for yourself, whether you're thinking about gifting it to somebody at this sort of price. I mean, get one for you, get one for a friend or for the kids. You can afford to do that because it's half price. Or, like we've said, there may be certain elements of this that you want to keep for yourself. I mean, the folder and the pads themselves are like giftables, aren't they? You could take those out of the box and just keep the pens for yourself. However you want to do it, don't miss out on this. Mr. Simmons 333 saying, oh my gosh, I had no idea how big the box was from looking at it earlier online. I got up early to see Sheena show and work with this set, and I'm so excited for the wake-up call and Colour Me Happy. Hi to Christine Mahoney, who says, good morning, Sheena and Ben.
I was about to say Christine Mahoney, because I told you, Christine, you didn't want to miss this one.
Well, she says, looking forward to seeing this in action. Also, hi to Karen, says, good day from Adelaide, Australia. Took Sheena on a crafting day today, well, at least her bag. So Sheena has also made it into Oz. Jane says, what an absolutely beautiful drawing set. My son would love this. Snap it up. It's an absolute steal. And Liz R says, I wish I could draw like that. We're going to give you loads of hints and tips and ideas over the course of this show as to how you can get the very best out of this set. And you do also, by the way, get a full kind of comprehensive list of instructions in there as well, Sheena, don't you, to give you some ideas? You
get a booklet that will explain everything that I've just been through and techniques on drawing and things. It is, I've always, and I've said this many, many times, people say, how did you get into what? How did you know you could draw? I only knew I could draw because my parents bought me this stuff, the good stuff, at an early age. And that's it. It's like everything. It's what becomes familiar to you. And you don't know if you've got somebody in the family who has a talent for this or an inkling or a really desire to do this until you give them an opportunity, a chance. And I've never been able to share such an incredible, all-encompassing set to allow that to happen as now at a phenomenal price, because even at the full price, Spectrum Noir range is ridiculously good value without compromise on quality. But when you get them half price, what?
What? That's it. What? And do you know what I love as well? I know you've like got all yours laid out, but I love the fact that you've got the folder where you've got all the, you know, the purposeful bits where you can put your pens and pop all your bits and pieces, pop all of the folders in there. So that folder has been designed to fit all the bits and pieces in.
You just carry the bag and everything's there. So for travelling, for sitting in the living room or something, if you want to just, and you know, if you will find, even if you don't draw, or if you want to try to start to draw, I've got ways to help you. We're going to do that today. We're going to show you how to do that.
Yeah.
But should we have a little bit of a screen with this
come on,
stuff?
let's get
Shall
stuck
we show
in?
you? Let's start. Let's just show you what these are. And this is totally what I would do if I were you. Use the back page. The back page in any sketchbook of mine is always testing my pens out, testing the paper out, testing what the media is like on it. So the first thing I would do is I'm going to use the pencil. So these are the kind of marks your fine pencil. It's a 0.7 lead. So you can replace that. Once you use the leads that are in this kit up, it's a generic width. You can get any one you want and they'll fit in there, okay? On the end, I should mention there's a little mini eraser, so if you forget and you just want to be quick, you can erase like that. But it's for line work, but it's also for shading. So you can shade with that, and that's basically that one. So, but if you want to lay down a lot of background colour and cover a larger area, you've got this one. So yes, you can make marks like that, just the same if you use the point, but if you use the side of it and you put the lead down like this, look at how quickly that's covering. And I'm using a lighter pressure like that. So they're the two pencils. Let me show you the paper stumps. So I'll do that at the same time. So your paper stumps are what you were going to use to blend this. So when you use a paper stump, can you see how that now is making all of that look really, really soft, and you can't see any lines there at all. Yeah?
Brilliant.
And the same with this one. So that's what the paper stumps are for. You're basically blending out like that. So that's the quick overview for those. There is so much to go through, and we're going to be playing with this a lot. So that looks really cool on your stamps and things. You've seen me do some examples of that. Let me show you the erasers, the two different erasers, while we've got the pencils out as well, Ben. So you've got this one, which is what you would imagine is just your regular, like a plastic, eraser, and it's quite precise, and it's a hard eraser. This one here, this one is what we call, I haven't opened it, to be honest.
A lot of people getting excited about that and the B6. And also, just to say, Sheena, just was watching you, there's a few people going, oh, well, I wish I could draw. And again, this kit, I don't know if it's for me, because I can't really draw. This is the kit to go for if that's you. I would say more than anything, isn't it?
Absolutely, because all those ones there, look, no drawing required.
No.
Look, none of this. We're using that. I use stamps to map this out. Look. Stamps, they're all stamps, guys. I'm going to show you how to make them look like drawings. So this is the idea with this one. You don't use it flat like that. You use it and you mould it and you put it to the shape you want it with it. So if you want to kind of create some texture or whatever, you can literally stipple like this, see, and you've got like texture coming out.
That's
you can
cool.
even stamp into it. You can pull some colour out of it. If you want to be more precise with where you're erasing, you can do that with this eraser. If you want to just remove some of the colour evenly, can you see we've got that mottled texture on there now?
Yeah.
Just by using that. But if you just want to lighten everything, you just roll over it like this.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Can you see? And it just lightens everything. So this kneadable eraser that's my go-to.
That's not what I thought it was. I thought, do you remember back in the day, you used to get like a double-ended eraser, one for pen, one for pencil? So it's not what I thought it was.
This is artists' bread and butter. This is what everybody who sketches will have a putty eraser or a kneadable eraser, and that is how you use them. So you can texture with it, you can get fine detail in that. So that's them. We've done the pencils. What we'll move on. Let's show you these two, seeing as we're still on graphite. So if you're thinking, right, that's cool, and I know how to blend them, let me show you how you blend these guys here. So this one, I'm going heavier here, so a little bit more pressure, and then a bit lighter. And if you tend to be heavy-handed when you're colouring with pencils or anything, hold it further back. Can you see how far back, right? If you hold it further back, you can't get as much pressure on there. So you're automatically going to get a lighter version of that.
Yeah.
And I haven't gone really over the top blending this. You can see the tooth on this paper, which is what you want.
Yeah.
For the water, to hold the watercolour and the graphite. But it's very very clear, you can see the truth. However, moving on, bear with, I'll find it in here. I have everything. Your water brush.
Okay.
I don't even think I mentioned the water brush in the
No, you did.
I did I?
You did, definitely,
Okay,
yeah.
then I feel better for that. Right, so this one, little bit of water on that, look at that. So it gives you the same look as your graphite at the top, but blends really quickly, really easily, without having to use the paper stump, and it absolutely seamless. Soft.
So what were those pencils called that you said blendable graphite?
Water-soluble graphite.
Water-soluble graphite.
Again, so people who know about materials like this, you know, the only way I've seen these to get these in the past is in a tin. And I think the minimum is about 12 in a tin that I've purchased before. But you really, honestly, these two, and I'm going to show you how to tint them with your Spectrum Noir colours as well.
Oh, yes.
Right, so that's them. It's going to take a while to put everything back here, Ben, you know. So we've got basically, these are wax-based pencils. So these you would just use if you are just want to add a little spot of colour. But of course you can also mix them, dry media, mix them if you scribble like this, and then you scribble maybe the blue on top of that, you're going to get a purpley tone. And the more you layer that up, the more it's going to be blended in. And so you've got the three colours there, and so those you can use, as I said, if you're looking at like this recipe book for your cards, if it's your like little keeper for any ideas you've got, you know, coming up, and you think, well, I don't want to get everything out and craft at the minute, but I want to plan some layouts and some ideas and things like that. This is where these could be useful for indicating, you know, if it's a foreground, a background, or anything like that. But that's them. Now you could also, if you like, you could also replace those with a water-soluble pencil, you know, your aquas or whatever. And then if you've got those in, 3 primary colours in that, you can mix them together and get loads of colours as well, like that with your water brush. So we've done that. Let me show you the white pen.
Oh, yes.
All right, actually, we'll come back to the white pen. Let me show you the Spectrum Mars. So when you look,
so much to show
let me show you the brush. It's too much. This is what's going to happen Christmas morning.
Yeah.
If you gift this, oh, seriously, it's just...
Best present under the tree.
Oh, amazing. So let me show you. So with these, you know, you've got your bullet nib, and then you've got the brush, which is the bit I absolutely love. So if you want to shade something, even with just this limited, and this is not the right paper for these pens.
No.
But you can, the other book is better for these pens, but you can...
Are these all greys and blues then, are they?
Greys and blues. This is a cool grey. So if you think of cool grey and warm grey. So it's very absorbent, this paper for these pens. So like I say, you would probably use the other one for this, but it doesn't mean you can't. It's just going to soak up more of your ink. But can you see how just by blending that over, you've got that fabulous transition? And even, in fact, the black, no, that'll never blend.
No.
Well, actually, if you use the darker of the greys again and go over that, you can even do shading and contouring just with those there.
Yeah.
Can you see how that's given that gorgeous? And it's the same with the brown. So that was the cool grey. And this is the warm grey. So for example, I was using this, if I had anything like wood, trees, skin, anything like that, this is the colour I would use for that. The cool greys would be, sky, maybe metallic things that are drawn or sketched or had in a stamp. But you can see how you can still blend with even the black by just going over that. So this you can use as like an underpainting, as a sketch, and then paint your colours on. There's so much. I literally could do, a week wouldn't be long enough to show you how to use everything in this kit, seriously. I'm hoping you're getting the idea of the ridiculously, phenomenally good value that's in here.
Absolutely
right. The white pen. So this is an acrylic white pen, and I know that you've seen it before, a lot of you, but you need it. If you haven't got one yet, you absolutely want it.
I think this has only cropped up once before, hasn't it, for us in the Academy of Colour?
I had one. I wanted Bella Luna. I did a kit together with that and the gouache, but I did not have the pastel pencil in that. And I'm bitter, but not too bitter to continue. I'm getting over it, okay? So this is the white pen, right? This might be dry enough, but this is how. So you're going to get laser-like white. It's not white-ish. It's not white-ish, it's white.
White.
And it's acrylic, so it'll go on all different surfaces. And but the thing is if you want to use it while it's still wet, you can blend it with your water brush and
good.
get a lighter version of it.
Yeah.
So that's how the white pen works. Oh my dear, I put the wrong top, but clearly wrong. But if you want to use a softer highlight, I'm hoping that if this is not dry enough, you won't see it. This is where your pastel or chalk pencil comes in, and it sits on the surface, and then you can just like use your finger or your paper stump to blend it. Can you see how that's a much softer? So clouds, and then with a stronger highlight over it. Can you see how that's blending?
So what's that with a chalk pencil, you say, is it?
Like chalk pencil, yeah.
Wow.
It's like the artist pastel quality, and then obviously your paper stump over that. See how that's working there? Yeah, so you've got all those. This is stuff in with your card making, with your colouring, it takes it to the next level, right? Pens, art liners. Ben.
Here we go.
Here we go. Right, now, a lot of you will be familiar with the art liners.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of them that have been in previous kits. So this is the thinnest, the finest. So when I'm drawing and I'm doing shading in a drawing, this is the one I'll use for like fine cross hatching. So if you want to create the illusion of a darker shade, you would literally just you use multi-lines like that. So you can see how that looks much darker than that.
Yeah.
But it's super fine, super fine line, okay? Absolutely gorgeous. And that's the 0.05. So it's about as thin as you can get in this kind of pen. Then we've got the next size up, which is 0.3. So same deal, perfectly consistent, gorgeous line, but a little bit thicker. So when you use that, it's going to give the impression of a darker a kind of like a value. And that one is the 0.3. Now, this is what you want to do, guys, is right underneath everything when you've done it, so that you've got a reference in your book. You don't need to do it in both, but I probably would, because they're going to look different on each page. And this is the thicker one. This is the 0.5, but even that is still really fine, okay? So can you see clearly how they go up in strength and value? Right, so the next one you probably haven't seen before. This is the bit, I'm going to bring this over a bit. It's a chisel.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely haven't seen this before.
So look, if you use it on the edge, like on the chisel side of your chisel, or on the corner, you can still get these fine lines. But look, what? So if you do like italic kind of writing, it's perfect for that kind of deal. I'm rubbish at lettering. And my writing is hideous. So that's the chisel, all right? And then we get, still exciting, this one. I adore this pen. This is the brush liner. So this one, with light pressure, is super fine, but then with heavy pressure, look at that. Look at how responsive that is. So anybody who's learning to draw, or likes, you know, like a manga style illustration, if you know, the young ones in the family probably love that look. This is the one that they're going to absolutely it'd be so cool for them. But then there's still more. These, I was just overjoyed when I found these two. There's 2 of them. These are flexible nibs. Right,
Flexi liners.
Flexi liners, yeah.
Okay.
So you've got this one, so it's not quite as extreme as this one here, the brush one, but check it out. So it's a little bit easier to control because it snaps back up into shape a bit quicker than the brush.
So again, people who like to do their fancy writing, calligraphy and stuff like that, perfect,
absolutely.
Right?
So this is the one I used in one of my books, actually. And in this book, let me show you what that one. So this is the one. Can you see the way the lines varied on this? So you've got thick line and then thin line, yeah? That's the one I used for this, and that's the type when I draw digitally, because when I'm drawing stamps for you, I choose a digital brush. I use my pencil, my Apple, you know, my iPad, and that's the kind of responsiveness I get when I'm drawing with that, which means I can weight the line for you. And I've never got that variation, even with a fountain pen, which I sadly do collect as well.
Nothing sad about that.
Sad, well, it's like, yeah, but it's like a rabbit hole. You end up and you're just like, I've been vintage ones, and it's like a ridiculous number of fountain pens, but they're lovely. But this is giving me more control and variation than any other pen I've used, to be honest. That is the kind of thing I can only achieve with digitally, other than these pens.
Incredible.
So anyone, seriously, just know that what I'm saying is not just me saying. This is anyone who knows art materials will not be disappointed with this either, even if they're an artist and they collect this stuff. I think that I've taken you through everything in a kind of a whirlwind kind of little stop there, but this is what I've done with mine. This was just for you, but on my previous one I literally wrote down what everything was, so that I've got, and then that's your reference, and you can see what, and you can see how the alcohol is going to go through that page there. But yeah, I'm going to put everything back in the case in an orderly fashion.
We are very busy for this. Love the chat about the fountain pens as well. We always used to have a fountain pen at school when you'd do your kind of rough if you were writing a story or whatever, and then you would have to do your neat and your best in your fountain pen.
Exactly, and everything in here is like that. So you'll see when we're going to be using this, I'll be using the pencil, the graphite, to define what lines I want to use in the stamp, because if you use this kit, if you stamp with the very pale ink, which we're going to do, you can decide if you want to keep something in your image or eliminate it, or indeed add more to it. So that's what we're going to play with in a minute, Ben, once I've put everything back, so
amazing.
I know where everything belongs again.
So much love coming through for this. Mrs. Simmons 333, never knew the rollover techniques with the kneaded eraser. Thank you. Stephanie says, my almost 13-year-old granddaughter and her brother, 10, like to sketch like their mother. I mean, come on, this has got to be the Christmas gift for them, surely, at this price as well.
13-year-old, they're going to love you forever with it. Is this perfect, seriously? And it's cool, it looks cool.
It does look cool, especially like you've got the folder and you can pop all of the books in there, and then you've got all of the little elasticated pockets to pop all of your pens and your pencils in. It's just incredible. Michelle, hello Michelle, says, Sheena, you're a genius. All you have done is lots of doodles, and I've never needed anything so much in my life. I mean, just incredible this, isn't it? And I think if you are one of those people saying, oh, I can't really sketch, I can't really draw, I think this is a kit even more for you, and particularly if you're picking it up now at half price, first time on Crafters TV, stick with us during the course of this show, and indeed stick with us over the course of Colour Me Happy at 3 o'clock this afternoon. That is 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, because you're going to pick up loads of hints, tips and ideas. And if you are, loving the value of this, and if you are on the fence and you're thinking, shall I, shan't I, if there's a burning question that you've got, fire it our way and we will certainly answer it for you over the course of this show, or indeed a little bit later on. Safe to say, though, it is super duper busy. Loads of other goodies on the show as well. If you hit the Shop the Show and Shop the Day page, you'll see lots of great deals right across the Spectrum Noir range. But this is the one that everyone's talking about. This is the one that everybody's going for. If you've got it in your basket now, maybe you're multi-ordering it, get to the checkout. So we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time. Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to check out Crafters TV on our sparkling new website, including how to watch live, catch up with previous shows, and how to view the latest schedules. So, let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct location at the top of the page. Click the Crafters TV icon on the top right-hand side of your screen. To watch the show live on the website, click the Watch Now button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the relevant show page where you can watch the show, shop the show, and shop the day at your leisure. To view the Crafters TV schedule, click the View Our Schedule button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the TV schedule where you can browse each date plus all of the shows that are on that day. You can then click on each show to be taken to a page where you can watch and shop the show. If you want to catch up on a previous show, hit the catch up button on the purple Crafters TV bar. Then you can scroll down to see all of the previous Crafters TV shows from recent days. If you're looking for something specific, you can click the Craft Expert, Craft Area, Shows and Date filters just above the list of shows. Take a moment to browse until you see the show you want to catch up on, then click onto the show. You'll then be taken to the catch-up page where you're free to watch the show and check out all of the crafty goodies on our Shop the Show and Shop the Day pages. Enjoy!
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much.
Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong.
Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You right?
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. It's been a busy old show, isn't it? Absolutely. You guys are loving this new collection. Remember, first time here on Crafters TV, and you're getting it for half price. We'll get the details up for you. It's been absolutely flying out the door. It's the Pro Sketch Pack, 49-piece limited edition, should be £80 or $100. Turned into a dolphin there for a second. 31.99 is your platinum price, or $39.96. I mean, this is kind of like our early Christmas gift to you. The value for money, as you've seen, is absolutely insane. Whether you think about all of the pens and pencils and, you know, kind of arty supplies that you're getting for that price, it's incredible. But then if you think to yourself, the books and then the folder that you're getting included in there as well, whether you look at it and you think, well, I'm paying that for that price, I'm getting the pens free. However you calculate it in your mind, go quickly. It's limited edition and it's been very, very popular indeed. Hi to Teresa Campbell, who's with us on Facebook. And Emma says, oh yeah, you do get a sketch guide in there as well. Would this be good for a beginner, says Emma? That's what she wants to know.
Yes, absolutely, because the value in this is just so good. You will find, what I'm doing now is we're going to look at a journal page. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's something that everybody can use, a journal. I mean, I need that. I need organisation at all times. So that's what we're going to be decorating. So you will find a purpose and a use for it. At this price, I wouldn't just do it. Seriously, there's something for everybody you can use in here.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely right. I think if you love craft, which you obviously do because
Yeah.
you're watching this channel, I mean, if you don't, but if you do love craft, which is the reason you're here, this is for everybody, isn't it? Because even if you say, "Oh, I can't sketch, I can't draw," there are elements of this which you will use anyway. I mean, the folder fantastic, the books are fantastic. Obviously, you've got the art liners and the illustrators in there. There's elements which you will use. However, I don't think it's a case of going, "Well, I can't sketch, I can't draw." As we're going to show you,
You can do that,
even
yeah.
if you can't, you can still use this to its full potential, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're going to do. Right, so we've got the journal page that I started. Now, I should mention, the way I did this, I am allergic to measuring, as you know. Can't do it. So what I did was I basically cut myself a strip of card.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I used? You know the little squares on your trimmer? The paper
yeah.
trimmer. Right, I counted 5 across. Right?
Yeah.
And I made a mark. I got a bit of cord that I didn't like the colour of. And then I counted 5 across. I made, 5 across. 5 across. And then I turned it around and I counted 5 that way. So I knew that if I just drew around this bit of card and multi-drew around it and then drew that way with the same bit of card, I'd get perfect squares. When you can't do numbers, it's amazing what you will do. Just
I
saying.
don't do numbers.
For me, that is like, so if you like me, you know, that there is a way. Trust me, there is a way. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how to use the stencils. So let's start with the stencils. Let's just draw around some of these clouds, right? And it doesn't matter if they're not perfect. And
So that's your mechanical pen, isn't it?
It's the mechanical pencil, yeah.
Yeah, pencil rather.
This one's the one that's going to give you the really fine lines.
Yeah.
And you don't need to use all the clouds if you don't want, or we can reposition them. And it's just kind of like, you know, a rough outline. What you could do even, you could scribble over them with the bigger ledge that's on there. But I want the outside to be darker and the clouds to be lighter. So hence I'm using this as just a rough outline. Everything that we're doing here, if you want something exactly as it was, and then just stamp it or just use the stencil.
Yeah.
But because we've got all these tools in here, it's a way of tweaking what we're bringing, what we give you as the designer. I give you these things, but you can make them look different because you have the power to do that. All right,
you do.
So that's the clouds there. Then we're going to put a stamp in here, and I've got this watermill stamp, which I think will look really nice for January, and I'm going to pop that. So we've got the clouds, and that's going to fit nicely there. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to use a pale, and funnily, I've found that the opaque ink pads show less if you want them very pale than the water reactive. So I'm using smoke plume, pumice would work as well. I even used straw bale previously, but that gives it like a yellowy tone, but this one is a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to pop that about there, like this, in my book. And then I've got, doesn't that look so pretty?
Looks so good.
And we haven't even done what we're doing yet. We've only just begun. There you go.
To craft.
Oh, it's lovely. It was like Renee and Renata. If you know Renee and Renata, you will,
Save, what was it?
Save your love, my darling.
Save your love.
So what I'm going to do, well, we were Barbara Dixon and Elaine Page earlier, so come on, you know.
Benny and
You know no
Shinata.
fear, yeah. So what I'm doing now, guys, you can see all that detail there, but I may not want all that detail. I might just want the main focal point of this detail. So I'm using my pencil, and I'm going to say, I need the house. So we're going to put the house there. That's going to stay there. And this paper is just a delight to use. I've got to say, it is beautiful for dry media.
Yeah.
So you can say, right, okay, but you see what we're going to do is we're going to simplify it, all those lines and things in there. And so you can have this as a pencil sketch, and it'll look lovely as a pencil sketch, or you can ink it. It's entirely your call once you're done. We need the chimney in there.
So again, for people who say, no, I can't sketch, I can't draw, this is the way to do it.
Absolutely. I'm just literally drawing over the stamp and using it as, even if it was just the rough shape. And, you know, you can do what you could put snow on the roof. Oh, I should have put snow on the roof. Let's put snow on the roof.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so we'll put a little bit like that on there, like this.
Yeah.
So because it's January.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first moved to Evesham, I thought, wow, snowy Evesham, who knew? It was the coldest, snowiest, like, winter ever. And since I've been there nearly 6 years now, no snow.
Well,
no more snow.
one of the exciting things to say to my kids when we moved up here was like, oh, kids, can be amazing up north. There'll be snow every year.
Yeah.
Hardly seen the drop.
People think it's bleak up north, you know. It's not. We're not as rugged as you think. Yeah.
We've had no horrifics. It snowed. The 1 year I remember this really being horrifically snowy was about, well, it was the year before we moved up, and that's when I still remember it now. Is at the talent house that we have, and it snowed really heavily overnight, and there was this guy there with his shovel and stuff, you know, kind of like digging his car out. I didn't have anything, and so I was trying to like dig my car out with a baking tray from the house, and I was looking across the road thinking, surely this guy's going to come over in a minute and, like, you know, be neighbourly and go, well, do you want a hand, mate? But he didn't.
You didn't? You're thinking, what's about this northern friendly kind of... Yeah,
you northerners are supposed to be friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He put his shovel over his shoulder and he walked off with a bit of a sneer.
Down. Oh, man. You probably scared him with your bacon tree. You're probably thinking, white earth.
What's that nutter doing?
Ooh. Yeah. Don't engage. Don't engage.
Don't make eye contact.
Moving on, exactly. Avert eyes. So can you see how I've simplified that so much, just picking out little bits like this. The trees, I might want to, you can extend them a bit more. Just follow the shape I've got on there and go a little bit higher if you want to bring them out even more.
And what a great way as well, this, for people who say they can't sketch, can't draw, to practice.
Yes, this is the thing, just Ben. Use the
trace
standard. Everything's there for you.
Yeah.
And then you can extend it as well. So we're going to extend this a bit further. We're going to put some snow on these trees here, so make those a little bit more snowy, like maybe Christmas tree type thing there, because we can. Again, I'm going to ignore those ones that were there before and put two in the foreground, and then we might put like a snowy kind of hedge kind of thing, privet kind of going on here, with some little bits at the bottom.
Yeah.
Scribble. Like that. And then we've got the little land thing here, and we'll put some snow on these ones. So just squiggly wiggly lines if you want to give it the impression of kind of snow, and just, you know, just use the shapes as a general layout. Don't worry about getting hung up on what's actually there. You can just tweak it if you use an ink that's light enough. I'm simplifying all of this that's on there. They're just now grasses with stuff sitting on the top of them, little bits of snow and stuff sitting. And this is me just mapping out and thinking, what am I going to do? There's a door down there, we'll put that door there. And then I can go over with my ink once I know this is what I'm liking this. This is a wall there, we can put a bit of snow on there.
Yeah.
And then maybe just do this as like kind of a brick kind of or stone kind of effect, a little bit. And then we've got this water coming down. I want to really emphasize this little waterfally bit there. And then where it stops, I think we'll extend it a little bit further down so it just fades out of your picture like this. So just longer lines because it's more in the foreground, but just fade them down a little bit. And then we can put some ink over that. See how quick that was?
I know, so good.
And it doesn't look like the stamp.
No, it doesn't.
So we can keep it as a pencil sketch, or we can double up. Let's double up, yeah? Let's do a little bit. I'm going to leave the sky like that because I want the clouds to look a bit softer. I don't want a harsh line around that. But I'm starting with the finest pen here because I might just, if you use like kind of feathery strokes like this, you get more of an impression of like a sketch than if you do one kind of line, you know, where you weight the line. It looks a bit more kind of graphic, if you like that look. You know, when I was talking about the manga-y kind of look you can get with it, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I'll put a little bit of...
M.R. Simmons, sorry, I've called you Mr. Simmons for about the last 2 years. I've just worked out that it is M.R. Simmons, so apologies. She told me. Sheena says, would you consider doing a masterclass on this sketch pack? I would love to watch and learn from you in more depth. I mean, never say never, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's just time, yeah, for sure.
We've got Colour Me Happy later on as well, so if there's anything you want to see or ask Sheena to do, we can always try and incorporate that into the show as well. Absolutely right.
Absolutely. So can you see how now this looks a bit snowier than the other version, yeah?
Yeah.
We've got this little thing that kind of like sticks out a little bit. I'm going to bring that in a little bit there.
Mm-hmm. This is
And
incredible.
just really keep it, just kind of don't get too caught up on perfect lines and things. It looks much more free and sketchy if you just do like kind of impressions of lines like this, see? Even if you don't draw the whole frame, you can see that's clearly a window, and these ones might be a little bit darker like that.
That's it, yeah.
And then you've got your door, which was around here. It's kind of a big kind of door, but we'll just make that darker there and down there.
Terry says, Ben, that guy was probably laughing too hard to be able to help you. I would have helped you and then used the tray to make you some cookies. Well, thank you, Terry. I knew that you would be. And Sandra says, the weather forecast I read this morning says snow is coming as soon as the weekend.
Whoa! Oh, I love snow. I'm like a big kid. Like we said, you know, the two kids looking out the window on me snow stamp.
Oh, on your snow stamp, yeah.
I still do that. I just do, especially before Christmas. I love this time of year when all the Christmassy decorations are out, and just going out and having a coffee, you know, in a coffee shop when it's like tea time, you know, like dinner time.
Oh yeah, it was dark.
In the dark, yeah. I love that.
I think people are more generally quite friendly at this time of the year as well, aren't they? Full of the season.
Yeah.
And the spirit.
Yes. Singing It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas.
Yeah, I had that on the radio this morning, actually.
I love that song.
First time this morning, I put on Heart Christmas. Other radio stations are available. But yeah, they were playing a bit of the old, bit of the boobs.
Yeah, fabulous. Bit of the what? The boobs.
The boobs.
Oh, the buble.
The buble.
I love the boobs.
Yeah.
You know what? As a modern crooner, like I was just talking about the Rat Pack, you know, because tell you what, I grew up with the best Christmas album. If you haven't heard, Christmas with Nat and Dean.
Yes, Nat and Dean.
Nat King Cole, Dean Martin.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's so. Except the little boy that's Santa Claus. Seriously,
oh, it's
don't
such a
play
sad
that.
song. I can't listen to that.
Pass it. I can't either,
He's the
Ben.
little
I was told to
boy
be
that Santa Claus forgot.
And goodness knows he didn't want
a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. It's so sad. But then after that, you've got the happiest Christmas tree, so that lifts you up a little bit.
The happiest Christmas tree?
Oh, I'm the happiest Christmas tree.
Oh.
Have you not heard that
I've not heard that one.
Ah, it's brilliant. It's classic.
Who sings that, Nat or Dean?
Nat, believe it or not. Yeah, Dean always sounds like he can't be bothered, doesn't he? He sounds like, he does the Brahms lullaby. And then...
He sounds like he's had a few too many sherries and he's about to fall asleep in his armchair, doesn't he?
He's so laid back, he's brilliant. I'd love to be just chilled as, although saying that, it probably was that he'd had maybe a little Christmas tipple a lot of the time. But yeah. Can you see how I'm just transforming this into a lovely little snowy scene now? Yeah, you can do that. Right? And this could be a card. So this is, I know we're using everything that we're going to play with today. Just think also a card.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? Because, and it's just finding the way you would use this set and how you would get most out of it, because don't miss the opportunity because you will regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow,
but soon.
And for the rest
of your life. I think this is a great way to be able to use it just to doodle, to sketch. Maybe, you know, like you're doing a little calendar here, but to maybe like map and chart your craft a year. Try out ideas in it, like you said.
It's a bit, you know, there's stamps. I know I've brought out loads of stamps, like the leaves, the leaf collection. Yeah. That goes all year. That whole collection will see you through the whole year. So you've got different images there you can use like this for your, you know, different times of the year.
I think this is brilliant though. What a great idea for people who say they want to learn to draw, want to learn to sketch. Think about all these beautiful stamps that you've got where you can just stamp into your book and then use all of these, the pens and pencils to do exactly what Sheena's doing now. And practice and have a go and, you know, try something a little bit new. I mean, Christine's just saying, how relaxing sketching is. There's something so enjoyable about going step by step to draw, just like sand tangling or drawing a vase with flowers in it and shading. This set is an amazing price. Thinking of buying more than one, maybe 2 or 3, says Christine.
Is that Christine? Why am I not surprised, Christine? I knew. If you, I mean, you would see the value in it straight away. I'm really hoping, guys, that you are everyone's seeing the value in this, because it's one of those ones that when it's gone, you'll kick yourself if you didn't get it. And I don't very often enthuse about, it's usually, quality, but the fact is you've got quality and the ridiculous value here. So really don't miss it. So can you see how now I've gone with a heavier pen now? I'm using a slightly thicker pen. I'm going over, I'm reinforcing some of these lines where I want there to be darker underneath here, and I'm just scribbling. Look.
Where did the watermill stamp come from? It's a recent-ish one, isn't it?
It's from one of my A6 from just a few months back.
Yeah, I was going to say, certainly this year, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of you've got it. Yeah, absolutely. It came out with the wildflowers as well, Ben.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So I know this is why I'm using ones that a lot of you already have, so you can see exactly what you can do with it. So as usual, when you come further forward, you can bring a little bit more stronger pen line in there. Right, so I think that's as much as I need to do in the line work. So what we can do now is let's get a little bit of shading in the sky, a little bit of graphite in there. So I'm using this, the lead holder or the clutch pencil, and I'm just lightly, I'm holding it way back, and you see I'm using this right far back. I'm not holding it close like this, because that's where you'll probably get a more heavy pressure. Hold it back as
more like
a
soft
brush. Lead, and you're gonna just need not much of this, and I'm not worried that it's not blended in, because paper stumps, just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you won't be stumped.
What, not be stumped? We've got that covered. Everything is covered in this set. I'm hoping that you're not missing this. I'm hoping that there's quite a few of you, which I think there are.
Oh, it's flying out the door. It is so busy.
Because I've been beyond excited to share this with you. Because honestly, everything in this set, I have purchased independently, individually. I've got everything that's in this. I've got everything that's in it.
Yeah.
But I would, because it's everything that I need. And I have needed.
We can in a minute as well, in a while, just go back through everything you're getting in here and show you the tremendous value. I mean, Emma says, I've got this in my basket. I'm going to order it and have a go at drawing or trying what Sheena is doing.
Exactly, honestly. It is so, I did a while back, and on my Facebook page, it might still be there if you look back, I did a Sketchbook Sunday kind of little thing, like doing exactly this. So when Sarah told me about this, it was like, oh, perfect, because this is right up my street, because it's exactly what we did. Using stencils and drawing, using them to draw when you don't draw, when you're not, that's not your thing. And it just, you loved it and it worked a treat. So you've got everything that you need to do that in this set. It was a case of having to buy independent things, individual things, pens, pencils. You've got everything to go here.
So is that one of your stumps you're using there?
It's the stamp, yeah. This is the stencil. So Bella Luna stencil here, the clouds from Bella Luna. So you've got that stencil that is going to be perfect for your clouds like this. But you see how I've softened them, and they're much more kind of like not as stiff as static, because using that.
The stump.
Graphite and the stump around that, and then you can just, if you take more time, you'll get a softer blend. I can pop a little bit more than that if I want a little bit darker at the top and then lighter at the bottom to give it a bit of a bit more aerial perspective on there. That's how it makes it look like it's going a bit further back in the distance. And you can also do, if that there didn't blend out, it could look like rain as well coming down. So you can do all kinds of, we could put a bit of cloud, snow in the sky with the pencil.
Snow.
It's just, can you see how I'd really need a residency for like at least a month to do how to do this?
Oh, so then could you then use your little needed a razor to do little snow in the sky?
Yes, you could do little, yes, you could do absolutely that. Let's give the clouds a little bit of shading, so you can do a little bit more over these if you want to give them a little bit more contouring like this, just little tips like this. And then it gives them a little bit more realism. We can play with that a bit more later, but exactly as Ben said, you could use this and just
The stipple.
Just stipple like that. You could even pick up a texture on the eraser and roll it over, and that would lift some bits up as well. But it's, yeah, there'd be a little bit more time consuming. It depends how much kind of stippling, you want on that. Let's just do a little bit. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the white pen for that. And then we're going to, let's shade some little bits on the paper as well. So you find that you lose. Can you see I've just chunked that up there? I haven't done it very, I haven't been very careful with it. I've just done a whole block of shading there, and I'm going to do a bit of shading here and a bit there, maybe a little bit under the roof, like that. And definitely in here and under there, like that.
It's a very cosy scene. Looks very cosy in that. It is.
Now. It's pretty. It's very. Yeah. I want to be there on a snowy day
Me
and
too.
just have a nice, hot chocolate maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With Nat and Dean playing in the background.
Nat and Dean. Oh yeah. Not the little boy that Santa Claus forgot.
Because goodness knows he didn't want a lot.
He didn't want a lot. He sent a note to Santa for some soldiers in a drum.
Yeah, and he broke his little heart.
When he found Santa
when
hadn't
he
come.
Didn't come, yeah.
You know what? In the street, he envied all the lucky boys.
Yeah, who running around with all their.
He wanders home to last year's
He does.
broken
That's
toys.
it. He wanders home to last year's broken toys.
Oh, honestly, so it's like,
I feel sorry for that laddie.
yeah. He didn't have a daddy.
He's the little boy that Santa
Santa
Claus
Claus
forgot. And then he goes into the talky bit there, doesn't he?
You know, Christmas comes once a year. For every girl and boy.
Boy.
The laughter and the joy. I need to get out more, don't I?
I love a song with a bit of talking in it.
I love a bit of talking. I can't. Why do I know you share my need to do that then? Well, absolutely. I feel it my mission to learn a rap in a song.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was like, yeah, come on. And you know, like remember Rapture? You know, Blondie Rapture.
Yes.
That's why Freddie told me everybody that one. DJ Spin and I said, my, that one. Don't even start me because yes. And it's like, you know when you think, that's cool, and everybody's going, that's sad.
What's the other song that's trying to get into my mind there, where he starts talking? The Green Grass at Home.
Oh, yes.
Tom Jones, where he just starts randomly talking in the middle of the song.
The old town
there.
looks the same, and I can't listen to that one as well. That one's too sad, super sad.
It is a sad song, actually.
Yeah.
Sad songs say so much.
Yes,
As
sad songs do say so much.
Elton John used to say, or still says.
So, can you see how we've got that little pretty little picture there like that? And then, should we do a bit more on this page?
Go for it. Let's do it.
Stencils, more stencils.
Yes.
Right, so I used this one here. This one here.
Must say, just whilst you're getting those bits out, hi to Pauline, who says, I just bought this set for the lead holder, pencil, and the new art liners. I have everything else, but the value for money is unreal. As Lillian says, I probably have a version of everything in this kit except the case. I don't need it, I really don't, but I want it. I've been obsessed with pencil cases.
Exactly. It is a thing that, you know what, it's like, you need more. They're consumables anyway. So when they're this price, and the fact that you do get that lovely case, it is quite nice. So what I'm doing here, Ben, is this stencil is a bit, it's like, you know, it's going to move when you use it. So I'm using it just as kind of a rough. So for curves and things, they're usually a bit tricky to draw as a curve. So use the stencil mostly to get the curved shape the way you want it, and then pick out which bits that you think, well, yeah, let's continue with that. So I'm going around like this because I think that'll look really pretty, continued from over part of this image, and it'll tie in the bit that I did on the other side. Yeah.
It is a good question from M.R. Simmons. He says, Sheena, how do you know when to stop? I often seem to get lost in the drawing and go over the edge and then ruin the piece with too much.
Walk away, have a cup of tea, bit of cake. The cake is the key. Cake is the secret to your success.
Okay.
Yeah. Then chill, come back and look at it with fresh eyes, because sometimes you're too close. You know, you're too focused in on it.
Yeah.
And you just need that little break, and then you come back, and sometimes it's like immediately apparent that yes, that looks great. I'm happy with that. Thank you and good night. Or,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much.
Good man.
Mic drop and gone.
Yeah.
Or you go, yes, it needed a little bit, right. So that's going to be my little marker there, all right?
Okay.
And remember, it's a stencil, so you can extend it a little bit if you want. So you could find a join to take that further. But this is what I did next with this one. So I'm just using this finer one here and the 0.05, and you don't have to stick to exactly what the stencil was like.
Yeah.
You're just using the shape to kind of like guide you. That's it, really, it's a guide. And that's going to come around there, and we'll put that there. This, we'll have this coming out a bit wider like that, but this will have coming over like maybe a little flourishy thing like this, and like that. Can you see how I'm just using the stencil though to keep my myself right on where it's going? And then I'll put that, and then maybe we'll have a little swirly thing coming there.
Sheena says, Sandra says, Sheena, I'm away in dreamland into that picture. It's a very cosy picture, it really is. And Christine Mahoney says, oh, that's what I need. Cake. Cake will help me. Cake will always
Christine. Ah, absolutely.
help. Cake is the answer.
Yeah, pumpkin pie would work this time of year, just
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Have you
Thanksgiving
had
tomorrow,
pumpkin
isn't it?
pie, Ben?
Do you know what? I don't think I ever have.
I keep buying pumpkin every year
Yeah.
because, you know, when I lived there, I missed a bit of pumpkin pie. I always have a pumpkin spice latte or something over this time of the year.
Is that eaten as a dessert, pumpkin pie, then, is
Pumpkin
it?
pie is, yeah.
Is it? With what?
It's because mostly sugar and pumpkin, believe it or not. So it's like an open crust one, you know, so it's got like, like a crust, and it's like you would imagine a syrup kind of treacle tart kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah?
What do you have on it? Like custard?
Usually not. I think usually have like cream or something on it, don't you? You can have the cream, whipped cream, yeah. But it's quite rich, but you know, it's vegetables, so come on, eat as much as you want.
That's it, vegetable pie.
Yeah, vegetable pie.
Is that when I make a carrot cake or a banana cake?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fruit and veg, come on.
Yeah.
It's got to be good for you.
They can't touch you for it. You can
Can't
have it.
touch you.
Yeah. Fair cop.
Yeah, fair cop. That's it.
So can you see how that now has got that, the shape? So it's continuing from this little bit here. And then you can move on to your beautiful linery brushes, like this one here, which is the fine. And then you can start weighting the line in bits. If you go like underneath bits like that, and under here, can you see how it looks a little bit more 3D? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then under there, and then we can put a little bit under here, like that. And all of this, again, I will say it again, stamps. So a sketchbook, you know, you look online sometimes and people share their sketchbooks and talk about intimidating.
Oh, right.
Oh, Ben,
really?
even for somebody, yeah, it's like, what? When I was in school, I was taught a sketchbook should be for trying stuff out.
Yeah, that's why it's
And when
called
you're
sketch,
trying
isn't
stuff out, it doesn't always work, you know? But that's okay, that's what the sketchbook is for. So give yourself permission to do that. And like I say, you might want to do what I've done. Keep the mixed media one for trying stuff out.
Yeah.
And then keep the posh, lovely, hardbound one that I'm using now as your...
For best.
Best, yeah. And make it like something special, like your planner, you know, your family planner or something, or, you know, miss a little bit there and do a little bit more on there. And that would be what I would be doing. I'll pop that
Well,
there.
Kathy's just placed her order as well. As we keep saying, you know, however you're going to use this, however you're thinking about using this, just don't miss out on it, just for the value of everything that you're going to get in your Pro Sketch Pack today. 49 piece, limited edition as well. First time here on Crafters TV, and we've just slashed the price in half. I mean, we are bonkers, aren't we? Let's put it out there.
It is just phenomenal. When I saw this was coming, I thought, right, that's definitely I'm up for that, because with absolute authenticity. I
Yeah.
can tell you, I have purchased every single thing
Yeah.
that is in this kit. I have this, and I've paid a lot more for everything that's in this kit, and not for better value, better quality.
Yeah.
Quality's the same.
Absolutely amazing quality, amazing value. You need to be jumping in and grabbing yours. We have been very, very busy for this. Right across the board, £31.99 platinum, $39.96. Aunt Michelle says, cake is always the answer. It is. Doesn't matter what the question is. The answer is cake.
Sort it out.
And Jerry Hanley says, I'm making a pumpkin pie after this show for a family gathering tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. Make sure you let us know what you're lining up for the big day tomorrow as well. I would, as always, love to know what is going to be on that Thanksgiving table. So fire those our way. But more importantly than that, make sure you get to check out, get this amazing Pro Sketch Pack. Tell you what we do as well, more with Sheena. But for those of you that have just joined us, perhaps after a short little break, we can have a little look through everything that you're going to get. Because, well, if you haven't yet seen it in full, you'll be like, what? You won't believe it. If you've got it in your basket right now, get it checked out. We'll see you in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to view your Club Inspire loyalty points on our brand new site. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, go to our Crafters Companion homepage. Make sure to select the correct location. Go to the My Crafters icon on the top right of your screen. Log into your My Crafters account. After logging in, you should be taken to your My Crafters page. Under the Loyalty section at the top of the page, you'll be able to see your loyalty tier, the amount of points you've acquired, and also any pending points that you're due to receive from a recent order. To purchase products with your Club Inspire discount, simply explore the site and products using the navigation bar at the top of the screen. When you find the product you want, add to your basket by clicking the Add to Basket button. The product will appear as full price, but don't worry, your loyalty discount will be shown in your basket. You'll then have the option to view your basket or continue shopping. If you want to check out, click View Your Basket. Here you can see the list of items you've added along with the order summary on the right-hand side of the screen. This is also where you'll see your loyalty discount, and just remember the price you're seeing at this stage is excluding any delivery charges. And how simple was that?
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Well done if you checked out on the amazing new kit, which we're going to have a look at in just a second. On the subject of pumpkin pie, Tess says, oh my goodness, Ben, you must try it. I can't make enough pumpkin pie for my husband. But I will. Oh, we can't get it here, really, can you? You can't.
It's like got condensed milk in it as well, which anything with condensed milk in, how can it fail?
Was that like carnation?
No, it's the carnation's like evaporated milk, condensed milk, the stuff that's like really bad but delicious.
It's so bad, it's good. Lynn Bledsoe says, my grandmother always made the best pumpkin pie, and I'm so glad I learned how to make it. I have to have Cool Whip on my pie.
Ah, there you go. That's very, very American, isn't it? The Cool Whip, yeah.
What is that, cream?
Yeah, it's like artificial cream you would get, yeah.
Oh,
like,
Cool Whip.
yeah.
Margaret Burt says, lovely to see you well, Sheena. Hi, Ben.
Thank you.
Doing Christmas decorations while dropped husband a hint, so hopefully Santa may bring this. And Betty Gossel says, I'm by myself this year, but going to have a small chicken, dressing, potatoes and gravy and green bean casserole.
You've got to have your cranberry sauce though.
Oh, cranberry.
Don't forget your cranberry sauce. I make a lovely cranberry sauce, but you don't cook the cranberries.
Oh.
You have it with orange and peel cranberries. Quite a bit of sugar, but I do use a bit like artificial sweetener as well now. Whiz it up. Delish.
I wish I hadn't started talking about food now because I'm super duper hungry and I haven't brought any lunch with me. So, yeah, that's not good, is it? Anyway, let's have a quick look at something else which has proved really, really popular, which is our Glitter Place Showstopper collection. I won't spend too much time on this, but basically what we've done is we popped together two collections of our glitter paste, so our standard glitter paste and then also our Christmas glitter paste as well. So you're going to get, in essence, all of these glitters right here. £56. Sorry, our cameras have gone a little bit funny and it's giving me motion sickness looking at the screen. Oh, hello. So you're going to get within this set your poinsettia, your fairy lights, your holly and ivy. You're getting your snow angel, which is that sort of iridescent glitter paste, your ice dance, and then your silver bells. And then alongside that, all of these, which are kind of like your day-to-day. So you've got your peony bloom, you've got your regal purple, starlight blue, that gorgeous jade river, rose gold, copper beach, candlelight gold, silver moon, and then your moonlight frost. So all of those different colours within that collection. And again, these are like your 50ml tubs, so big size tubs you're getting for £56 or $76. And then on top of all of that, within the showstopper, you buy the showstopper and then you get your bonus buy, which is for half price, your mixed media mat, which is absolutely brilliant. This is your silica mixed media mat. This one here, which you can roll up, pop away when you're not using it. Basically pop it onto any surface. Pop all your mediums in there. You've got a big working space. You've got your little troughs there to put all your paints in. You've got your little recess there as well to pop all your tools in. You're getting that alongside your spatulas. So you're getting the two different size spatulas in there, which are brilliant. You've got a spatula one side actually, and then you've got your little spoon tip the other side as well if you need to do any scoopage. So you're getting 4 spatulas, and then also you're going to get your 3 palette knives as well. So you've got your 3 different sizes there. You've got your 2, or actually 4 spatulas, and then your mixed media mat. That should normally cost you £30 or $38. If you pop that into your basket with your glitter paste, you will get that for half the price which is £15 or $19 before, of course, your Club Inspired discount as well. So it comes down even further for you. Can't do the maths today, actually. Don't know why. I think it's the thought of pumpkin pie in my mind. Hi also to Terry, who says, oh, this is tomorrow. Pumpkin pie, fried turkey, dressing, homemade chicken and noodles, mashed potatoes and gravy, sesame corn sauté.
What was that?
A sesame corn sauté.
Sesame corn? I haven't had that one.
Cheese ball and crackers.
Nice.
Dip with veggies and whatever others might bring.
Whoa.
Is that what is
that all?
A cheese ball? What is that?
What was that?
A cheese ball and crackers,
Cheese ball.
like just a big cheese.
Various cheeses, you know.
Oh, is it?
From you bet your brie, bet your vintage cheddar, bet your camembert, Monterey Jack.
Oh, Monterey. Is that the one with the hole in it? Holes in it?
Jarlsberg. Jarlsberg's got a bit of Jarlsberg's lovely, bet Jarlsberg. Spelt with a G, like Jarlsberg.
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 Monterey Jack goes on
Monterey
burgers.
Jack, American cheese, yeah. More, you don't get it in the UK as much. You'll know what I mean.
Michael Adams says, oops, a pro sketch pack just fell into my basket and checked itself out. How did that happen?
Well, what are you going to do?
What you gonna do? Shall we, if you have just joined us, have a look at what everybody's talking about, which is your Pro Sketch Pack limited edition. The price on this is bonkers. We've lost our minds. Don't know what's going on. First time here on Crafters TV, £80 or $100 worth of content for £31.99 or $39.96. Let's go through the box. One of the biggest boxes of crafty goodies ever.
Seriously. Oh, you know, imagine a Christmas morning. Seriously, I would have been beside myself with excitement if I was gifted this at Christmas. And you know, someone who knows just knows.
Yeah.
If you already draw, you don't need me to say any more. Just that. Done. There you go. That's it.
Yeah,
and then
done.
look at the
Thanks
price.
very much.
Done. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
But if you don't draw and you're thinking of getting into it, maybe a little bit drawing, or using your stamps as I've just been using with the graphite and things, which I've done previously, we'll do the phone that we did in a previous show like that, then you kind of, I'll talk you through the reason it's very exciting. So you've got two pencils in here. You've got your mechanical pencil like this that a lot of you are aware of, and they're fabulous because you just never need to sharpen them.
Yeah.
And you carry around spare leads inside there. So in here, in there, you pop your little spare leads in there, you see, so you've got extras. So when you don't run out when you're out and about, you know, mobile, as some of you are, me not so much. So you've got your mechanical pencil, and that's a 0.7. A lot of them are 0.5, which is a little bit super fine. This is nice in between. And then you get this baby, which a lot of you go, what? That looks like that's been bulking up. This is like the Arnie version.
Come on.
There you go.
Yeah.
If Arnie had a pencil,
Yeah,
he wouldn't mess on with that one. That's Arnie's pencil.
This
that
is mine.
one. And it's huge, and the legs in this, look, they're massive. That's a lot there. So for someone who sketches, these are just the best thing ever. And what you do is you just press it and push that down there, and then it's all tucks away again for travelling. But you want it to come back, you do that, pop your lead there, and that's out. And that's a lot. That's a softer lead. That's like a really soft. I'm not sure if it's a like 4, 6B, something like that. It's a soft lead. So for shading, for lots of covering a large area, and a softer blend. Brilliant, because this is more the little one you would use for your line work. You've got two erasers, right? So this one you might be aware of that. That's a eraser like a lot of us have, like a plastic modern, you know, instead of the And then you've got this one, which is your kneaded eraser,
this is great,
or a putty eraser. We used to call it a putty eraser because it feels like putty. And I'll show you how mine looks shortly. If you've been watching earlier, you'll see it doesn't stay that shape for long.
No.
You've got a pencil sharpener, which is a fabulous metal pencil sharpener for larger things and regular pencils. So most of the ones will just go through the regular pencil shape there. You've got refills for the leads I've just talked about. Now, even this box alone, the value in this pen, you know, I've looked online because I had a little clutch pencil like this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's £6 at least was what I would be paying for just these alone, the refills alone.
Wow,
There's a lot.
The value soon adds up, doesn't it?
It soon, seriously, if you start looking around and pop a little hypothetical basket in somewhere and just check out what you're spending. You've got a water brush here, which is a really nice water brush. It's actually fine. If I was carrying one water brush around, this would be the size because it's wide enough to hold be able to put a lot of water down if you need to, but it comes to a really lovely fine point, so I can get detail in there as well. You've got that. So we've gone there, there, done that. You've got paper stumps for blending your pencil line that you've just put down. And we'll show you how they work shortly. Then you've got colour, you've got pencils, you've got regular wax-based coloured pencils here. They are good if you want to kind of like assign a colour to something, like in your, if you make a journal out of one of the books that are in here, or if you want to plan out your cards and you want to assign a colour to a die, assign a colour to a backing paper, assign a colour to a stamp.
Oh, nice idea, that.
So you can do a little map and you've got your reference book. These here are fabulous because these look like pencil, but they're water soluble.
Okay, yeah.
So they use them dry and they look exactly like dry graphite, but if you put water to them, you get that gorgeous washed out look. And we're going to use these shortly. I think we'll use this with a bit of Spectrum Tricolor.
Tricolor.
Yeah. That there is... that was a little bit, did you see that little bit of the French? Was impressive?
Le français, yeah. Le tricolore.
Le tricolore.
That used to be the French booklet we used to learn from when I used to do French back in school. Tricolore.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they give you a French name? They always got a French name.
Jean-Jacques.
What?
Oh, no, sorry. What did you say?
At school, the teachers used to assign us a French name.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the names of the people in the book. There was always like Jean-Jacques and Marie.
Jean-Michel.
Jean-Michel. Pierre.
Jean-Michel Jarre.
Jean-Michel Jarre. Oxygen.
You liked a bit of oxygen.
You did. So what, they assigned you a French name?
French name? Yes, they used to call like, you'd be called like James or something. You'd be Philippe. I was like, huh? Nothing like my name. Yeah, I can't remember what mine was now because I think I just like deleted it because it was not me. I can barely do English, let alone French. So, you know. Anyway, then we come to this one here. This is you need this. If you're a paper crafter, you need it. It's a chalk pencil. This is your highlights. This is what brings your elevate your colouring in to like the next level because it's all about tonal value, light and dark. Not even without colour, it's all about you've got to have that depth of colour somewhere and depth of value. You know, if you imagine taking colour away from your picture and making it all black and white, if you don't have contrast, everything just looks one colour. You don't see definition. It's just like grey, and a bit more grey. So this brings that pop of light into it, but a softer version than this baby here, which is so fabulous. This is your acrylic pen, which if I'm only going to have one white pen the rest of my life, thank you.
That's the
this
one.
will be the one.
Yeah.
Because it's fine point, and it'll go on any surface because it's acrylic. But if you're quick with your water brush, baby here, you can wash it out and make it paler and softer highlight before it dries. You've got 5 Spectrum Noir illustrators here. They're like creme de la creme. That was Miss Jean Brody there. Did you like that? Girls. Yeah, creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme.
And you've got 2 greys that are warm. You've got 2 greys that are cool.
Okay.
And you've got a black. They're all blend together. Then this. Now, if you've seen the set of art liners, which I've had on shows before, and you know I love them and always have them and carry them with me. Again, super excited because I did not have this one. That one there. No, that one.
Is that the chisel nib one?
It's the chisel one. It's a chisel nib. And then, beyond excitement, because I found these 2 here, which are flex liners. Okay. You don't get those other than here as well. I will show you, they are a bit like the brush pen, but a little bit easier to control. Right, so that, I think we've been through everything whistle stop tour, haven't we?
Yeah, but...
Then you look in there and you go, ooh, what is this?
What is that?
Me?
Whoa!
What? And it's got a handle. And it's chunky and it's got a really cool embossed faux leather outside. But inside, there's a place for everything.
And
isn't
everything
there?
in its place.
All the little loops, everything has got its space, and even your erasers and your paper stumps and water brush goes down here. Everything. But what is this about? Why? Why, Sheena? Why?
What is that for?
I'm going to show you, Ben.
Okay.
Look, here's the why. Only 2 phenomenal books in here. Bear with.
These are great.
I'll pop this out of the way so we can show you these 2 here. A4 only. A4. Totally different. This book here is your mixed media. So if you want to use anything with water, this is the one you'd use. It feels like a watercolour paper. I would say weight-wise, I don't know, it's about 200 and 220, some 200, say 200-ish GSM. So it'll take wet media. You wouldn't do a soak it, wash kind of thing, but it's perfect for your mixed media. So anything that you're going to wet, or even it's just got that texture on it, is fabulous. To be honest, this is the one I'm using more than this one, because this one's just too pretty.
Yeah.
This is just so, it's soft, it's a smooth, heavyweight, perfect paper for dry media, like your aqua, your Illustrator pens, and also your inks, your art liners. If you're like me, you like to use a fountain pen or anything, this paper's lovely for that.
And the value, you talked about this earlier on, is incredible here, isn't it?
Well,
and people have echoed the value.
Look,
Let's
just
have a look.
to put it in perspective, look, these are, like I say, I bought everything that's in this kit, everything that you get here, and these are just a few. I've got, I don't know, I must have 10, 12 at least sketchbooks, all in different various stages. Little baby ones like this, which I paid £11.50 for. That one was about 15, 16.
Wow, okay.
And if anybody knows these, you'll know. That one, nearly the price of the whole kit. Right, that one was £36.
Wow.
Now, it's 100% cotton, but £36. And you know why it's £36? How much is in there? Nothing. I'm scared to use it.
But just from what you said, that's £62 worth of sketchbooks, which is, like you say...
just these here, yeah.
I mean,
and
that's incredible.
Well, this paper is very similar to the mixed media paper in there. Very similar. And so you can use, if you like gouache, these are gouache paintings, you can use gouache on these as well. So it's not just what's in your kit, guys, it's you can add to your kit. Like the pencils that are in there, the 3 wax pencils. For me, I love water-based materials.
Yeah.
So I would be looking at my aquas and thinking, right, I want a cyan, like a blue, that kind of blue. I'm going to put like a magenta pink colour, and I'm going to put yellow in there. Because then I've got portable, mixable colours that I can colour anything I want with those 3 colours. Virtually, I mix any colour, Ben.
Yeah, yeah.
You see how? But then it's all portable in my fancy bag, which I'll show you what it looks like when you put it all together.
Here we go.
It's that heavy, I can't lift up.
Of course, yeah.
The strength, and you lie down now. That's my kit, and I am absolutely loving it. And this is what it's going to look like when you put it all in its place.
That looks so good.
Everything's accounted for. Everything's got its place in there. Should mention as well, if you run out of leads or for either pencils, you just replace them with standard replaceable leads. You can do that. You can get them generic kind of, online and just replace them. So it doesn't mean that when you run out of the refills, it's good. It's no good. And then you're going to, like you say, you can swap out different colours if you want, if your pens or whatever, make it your own. But as a perfect sketching kit, there's that eraser I was talking about. Look. That's what it's going to look like when you start using it. Sometimes people will just half it as well and put half of it away. You don't need to use it all. But all those little bits go in there. And then you've got in here...
Space for your books.
I can't believe that. It actually fits these 2 huge books in here.
Incredible.
So in here, you've got the diary page, the journal page, which I thought... And I did it at the back because I just wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
So this is what I had prepared previously. So I basically used a stencil from this circle stencil here, which I'll talk you through in a minute. Can you see the dotty stencil?
Yeah.
I picked a good sized dot and I used the illustrators, the black, to colour in the dot. Yeah. And then I used the white pen to write me days of the week on there because I thought it looked quite funky and graphic.
Yeah, it does.
And then I used a smaller dot for my numbers and an art liner for that. These are stencils here that I drew on you in this range here was this stencil there. that one there.
Yeah.
And then this was the stamp that I just stamped out earlier, and that the clouds were the clouds from the Bella Luna stencil there. So, I mean, you really imagine gifting that. Imagine if of yourself. You know, maybe do like 2 or 3 months at a time. I do this in a smaller format to carry around. It's like an A5 one I carry with me, Ben. And for me, being a visual person, I know I'll use it more if it looks pretty.
Yeah.
So little swirls, I'll draw little swirls around it, and I'll do little sketchy bits in amongst it. And it will be in that then it's something I will value and I'll look at. You know, everything's on your phone these days and on my tablet and everything. But I was just saying earlier, I was talking to Lily, we are both of the same mind that if we use paper and we write it down, we'll use it more. So either do this for yourself, or can you imagine a phenomenal gift that would be if you did that for someone?
That's it, and that's the way you've got to look at it. And at this sort of price, it's about half price, you could even go, well, actually, I'll treat myself, even though it is almost Christmas. I would do it at this price, and then you've got the opportunity then to jump in and, you know, grab another one for somebody else. 2 for the price of 1, basically. Today is what we're saying. Limited edition, though, on your Pro Sketch Pack. Just £31.99 is your platinum price. Incredible. Or $39.96. Lillian says, I've just bought the Pro Sketch Pack, partially paid for, with my Play Your Crafts Right voucher. Thank you, Crafters Companion. Also, thank you to everybody who's been getting in touch. Tess says it's a busy day. Cooking in preparation for me. Laura Simmons says port wine cheese rolled into a ball and coated in pecan or walnut bits.
Ooh,
I love the sound of that.
Pecan. I do like a pecan.
Michael...
Pecans rather than walnuts, I find.
What's that?
Pecan. I like a pecan rather than a walnut. A bit sweeter.
Yeah, either or. Michael says, Ben, you can't forget the sweet potato casserole. It's the best.
Ooh.
I don't think I've ever had that either, have I? Sweet potato casserole. Is that the one that... Sweet potato casserole? Has it got... No, don't worry.
We used to have candied yams.
That's what I'm thinking of, candied yams.
Yes,
It was like marshmallows.
They're sweet, and then you make them sweeter, and then they're hyper sweet. You just keep adding sweet stuff to it. It's like Elf. You know, Buddy would love candied yams. Me and me.
Tess is having roasted turkey, cranberry orange sauce, cornbread.
Oh, love cornbread. Honey butter and cornbread. Oh, I see. I miss these things. Love them.
Missing the States. Spinach salad, stuffed mushrooms. Oh, I love a stuffed mushroom. Yes, what are you stuffing it with? Pecan tarts, beer cheese dip. Pumpkin pie with cream. Oh dear, I wish I was in the States with you guys tomorrow. I tell you what, I'd be all over that. And Debbie Durrant says, "Lol, I was Danielle in French classes." I'd forgotten about that.
She what?
She was Danielle in French classes.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah, you did it.
Danielle.
Friend Danielle.
Bonjour Danielle.
Bonjour Danielle. Je m'appelle Danielle.
Alors, are you ready?
Sheena, vite.
Vite. Maintenant, Sheena, une très bonne démo.
Yeah. All right then.
Oui.
Yeah.
Demonstration.
Shoebone. Right. We will. Do you want poppy or a rose? Poppy or a rose?
Poppy.
Poppy. Let's do poppy. All right then. So, I'm going to stamp this out again, peel, like we did. All right. How long have we got? This is going to be speed stamping here. That's what I'm going to be doing. Speed stamping. All right. So we'll ink this up again using that light. Can you see I was bad? I didn't clean them. Look. All right. So no pressure. Loads of time. Not. So I'm going to stamp that just down there because I might want to continue with a little bit of a poppy kind of multi-stamp as I've done here.
Yeah.
But I've used the shape of the poppies but changed them a bit because you can. Yeah? Right, we're going to go straight in with the pen. Let's do straight with this one of these pens.
Okay.
This time.
What did you stamp that with then? Sorry.
I've used a bit of smoke plume.
Smoke plume.
Smoke plume. Also pumice would work, but use the opaque because they're much paler.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I will use, let's use the fine in this. So the point being with this, you can make this slightly different. So if I want this to come out a little bit more, I can go in there like that, yeah? I can go this like this.
Yeah.
Can you see how when I'm pressing down, you've got
Yeah.
different like little... Can you see how it's
Yeah.
giving it a different kind of look entirely? And then the fine one, I can pull in like this, like that. And then we can pop little ruffly bits coming out like that. So you can go exactly with what I've got here on the stamp, but then you wouldn't, because you might as well have just stamped it and coloured it in then, yeah?
Yeah.
So you might as well just have a bit play and
That's
do
it.
what you think and have a bit of do your own thing with it. Change it up a little bit.
And it's your book, it's your ideas, it's your
book,
play, so don't
exactly.
worry, you know, if you think, oh,
They can't touch you for it.
No, exactly right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
do whatever you want to do your kind of like, you know, your version of it. Can you see how by pressing down it's getting a different, I'm getting a completely different weighted line.
Yeah.
And I'm speed drawing here, and because just for time, because I want to do a little bit, see what this colour looks like on this as well. So just by following where the dips are in this little ruffle, you can give it that look of the petals like kind of coming out and having those little, that movement in them.
Yeah.
And then this here, right, let's do a little bit of a, something like this, which it hasn't got on. I don't even know if they have this in the top of my head, but, and you can change where this is going a little bit if you want as well.
Yeah, like little calyx.
Yeah, and then we can make these a bit bigger as well. So look at the stamp, but just go a little bit further.
Yeah.
If you want to make it a little bit more of what it is, you know, and fill the space a little bit more. I'll leave a little bit of gap for this one, and we'll start this guy here.
Just whilst watching Sheena as well, I'm going to say hi to Jamie, who says, I'm a French teacher in the States. We do the French names, and my kids love to pick them. Good morning.
Yeah.
Maybe, Jamie, you could throw our way, our French names that we could go with today. What could Sheena and I be called?
Yeah, we need French names, yeah.
Suggestions, please. Never had a French name before.
Pierre, there was always a Jacques or a Pierre.
Yeah, Jean-Paul.
Jean-Paul. Gaultier.
Huh? Gaultier.
It was rather a
I'm more like
flamboyant
Jean-Paul
kid, that
Gaultier,
one.
aren't I think? Francois. Claude.
Nicole. Papa. Nicole. Remember the advert?
Oh, I remember. What was that for? That was
Nicole. Papa.
Renault,
Nicole.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Renault advert.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Papa. Rachel says Jean-Luc. Guillaume.
Guillaume, yeah.
That's William,
remember
isn't
that
it?
one, yeah.
Guillaume. Oh, Baptiste apparently is a. That was the. There was a BBC series called Baptiste, wasn't there? With the.
Was that?
The detective who was a French guy called Baptiste.
Baptiste. What he said? I thought.
That's why it was called that. Funnily enough. Yeah, it's weird, that isn't it? Raphael.
Yeah.
Oh,
Donatello.
Yeah. Donatello. Leonardo. Michelangelo. Yeah.
Don't know where these are coming from. Obviously, it's the classics.
Those
yeah.
are turtly good names, those. Dear.
Yeah, totally for sure.
Turtley, for sure. Oh, dear.
Can you see how you can get really much more kind of like expressive kind of weights of the line and things? You know, you can have a bit like you can emphasise the shadow by emphasising the weight, and it looks automatic like it's kind of at the bottom of the petal. See the difference that made?
And I hope that everybody who was on the fence about this and wanted to buy it because of the value for money, but then you were one of those people going, I can't sketch, I can't draw. This is the way to do it, isn't it, Sheena? This is the way to have a go and have a play.
We really should do more of this if you get this. I think it's just such a good value. Maybe you never know if there's any left. We'll get to do a bit more kind of like playing with this and show you some more techniques, because it's such a good learning thing. If you have ever wondered about, well, you know what, I don't know, and the kids in the house, you don't know what they can do until you give them a good chance of finding out.
That's it. And if you give them the good stuff from the start, they've got more chance of succeeding.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because, you know, a lot of the stuff that is available is just not, it's not good. So nobody can make it look good, you know. And young ones aren't daft, you know. They know if it looks dodgy, they're not going to feel proud of it, are they? You know. So we've got that there. So now we can just have some fun. But can you see how completely different that option is? And it's not got as much line work. Can you see the line work in the stamp compared to that?
Yeah.
Much bolder. It's given it a different kind of look and a different vibe. There's nowhere near the amount of fine line, but it's a different kind of look. Should we colour in a little bit? Have we got time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Whilst you're colouring, we've got our French names from Jamie, the French teacher in the States. So Jamie says, Sheena should be Claudette.
Claudette.
In honour of Claude Monet, because she is such an artist.
Oh.
So there you go. So you're
Bonjour.
Bonjour Claudette.
Très bien. Yeah.
And
Merci.
Jamie says,
I'm just throwing them all out now.
Ben should be Jean-Luc, like the captain of the Enterprise.
Oh, yeah.
As presentation lead, you are captain of the show, ... apparently. Merci, Jamie. Moi, je m'appelle Jean-Luc.
Who again? Claudette?
Oui,
Claudette. Je m'appelle Claudette.
Bonjour, Claudette.
Bonjour, Jean-Luc.
Bonjour, Claudette. Ça va?
Bonjour.
Ça va?
Ça va bien, merci.
Ah oui. Moi aussi. Moi aussi.
Oui.
Oui.
Aye, aye. Champion?
Champion. Champion.
Champion. Oh, yeah,
Oui.
I'm sorry. Champion.
Champignon.
Where-
That's a mushroom, isn't it?
How
dear.
rude. Right,
Alors.
so I've got colours down there. Look at the bonny colours I've
Yeah.
just scribbled on there. They're lovely, aren't they? And I'm going to use a little bit of a browny colour in here as well. Let's use this rich kind of dark browny colour. And maybe a bit of that white. Oh, wrong one, bear with. White. The aquas, you know what, we'll do a little bit more talking about the aquas in a minute. You know when they say more haste,
less speed. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one I was looking for. Right, that is the one I was needing. Right. So I'm just going to have a play, sketchy-wise, have a play in this book, scribbly, scribbly, scratchy, sketchy, can't get any quicker than that, and straight in there. No planning or prep at all.
If you want aquas as well, we've got the tricolour aquas on the Colour Me Happy show later on, so jump in and grab they.
Oh, that is very nice. This is working nice on that paper.
Beautiful.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Pretty, considering, like I said, just gung-ho going in there, picking it up on the water brush, like that, then a little bit of the red in there, and then I'm finishing with some of this yellow. It's really very nice way of just doing this because it's quick. Let's see how quick it is. No, a lighter colour there. See how dry the brush is. If I want it wetter, I'll give it a little bit of a squeeze. But that is so much better than having a water brush that's just going water everywhere.
Yeah.
May not make that noise, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, that's me feeling when it happens. Is like, ugh, you don't want it. But yeah, put a little bit there. That's a lovely blend. Nice colour, isn't
blend.
it?
Yeah.
Pretty.
Pretty.
Pretty. Sure, it's pretty. And then we'll pick that one up there. Nice. This is really playing nicely on this card as well with the colour. The green, let's pop a little bit of this yellowy colour here. Now we may not get all this. It might be a, in the next thrilling episode. Stay tuned.
For more with Jean-Luc and Claudette.
Yeah. Will Claudette finish that painting?
Regardez plus tard. Dun, dun, dun.
Right, so I'm going to squeeze a little bit of water on there. Can you see how now I've diluted that? Just squeeze a little bit of water. And
Just
then
remind Marsha as well which of the pads we're working on.
the pads, the mixed media one, not
Yeah.
the pretty, not the black one with the lovely binder, the funky coloured one with a spiral. Oh, I should mention as well that look, it's brilliant if you want to do a bit of colouring in front of the telly or anything, because you can just fold it back on itself. See? Look.
Oh yeah.
Da, 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 like that. Much easier.
So that's your mixed media one.
This is the mixed media
and
one.
the other one, the black one.
The black one is your is dry media. So anything that you're not going to add water to, yeah, fine with that one, Ben.
Okay.
So no water onto that one. And then we've got this little colouring in happening here, like that.
Obviously, we're coming towards the end of the show. There won't be a vote at the end of the show as such. But what I would say in between times, do make sure you get this deal. And if there's anything you want to see in Colour Me Happy, send in a request, because we're happy to oblige, aren't we?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I guess we're going to be concentrating again on this in detail. So anything you want to know, anything you want to see, any of the implements within the kit that you want to see Sheena use again, just let us know. And as I say, particularly if there's a burning question that you need to ask because you want to get it but you don't quite understand, or you're worried about something, ask that question so that we can make sure that you get yours. Stephanie just saying, this is great, Sheena. I can stamp items to make look pretty.
Absolutely, that's the whole point, is just have a play. Like I say, I've assigned like the mixed media one is me tryout one, because the other one is just so pretty. I'd rather try stuff out in this one and use that other one as a something that looks a bit more finished and polished kind of thing. But this is so what I'm doing here is I've just been putting over. It needs to dry a bit more, but using a little bit of that graphite on top of this, which would shade it. If you haven't got much shading in mind, say you didn't have that depth of colour at the base of these leaves, you can pop the graphite, the soluble graphite over the top and then blend it, and it'll give it a look of a muted kind of, I should probably just do a little scribble and show you what it would look like. I've gone really heavy with the colour there. But that's okay because look.
Beautiful, yeah.
We've got this as well. We can just pop a little bit there, like this. And this again, this could be a place where you're trying out all your little things that you want to have a try out, but you don't want to put it on your cards. You're just practicing. Yeah. And thinking, all right, how would that work as a highlight there? Would that help? Would that?
And how nice that you say to have it all in that book is almost like a diary, a journal of what you've done through the year.
Because I know I've forgotten more than I know kind of thing when it comes to paper crafting and techniques. I know I'm not alone. You'll go, oh, I haven't done that for years. I forgot all about that technique. And you think, oh, wow. So then you've got it captured. You've got a record of it. And then it'll be like, oh, what am I going to do with that card? Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. And so you can split it into like techniques and things, or mediums, or any way you want to use that book. But all I would say is just use it. Don't miss this opportunity, because it is pretty amazing.
And if you do miss it, you'll regret it, won't you?
You will. Maybe not today. Maybe no, we've done that now. But can you see how a little bit of highlight on that? We can just keep going. I'd want this to dry a little bit more, to do a little bit more on this, but you can see how you can build it as well, and just keep going over with your white.
Almost out of time, Sheena.
Where's it gone?
We're going to have to pause you there.
What?
I know.
It's too much. It's too good. How do you get something that is just so phenomenal and versatile and you know, showcasing it even in 2 hours? It's a challenge.
Thankfully, we've got another 2 hours coming up in 2 hours. Quick final question from Pam Riley says, what size art liner was Sheena using for the sketching?
I used it was the flex liner, the fine in the flex liner. You get a fine and a medium. Yeah. The fine one is lovely. That's the one I used for that weighted line like that. There. What
a fantastic show with the fantastic Claudette. But also, what a fantastic kit as well. The Pro Sketch Pack limited edition. If you've waited the whole show, now is the time to go and pick this up. These have been flying, unsurprisingly, not only for the content that you're getting, but the cost is just, as Sarah would say, off the chart. Half price. Then you're still going to get your Club Inspired discount off. So $31.99 for all of that, or $39.96. I mean, it barely pays for the pens and the pencils that you get in there, that price. And to think you're going to get the folder and those 2 books in there as well. Incredible value for money. We'll come back with this in a couple of hours' time on Colour Me Happy. Don't forget as well, for our US viewers later on, we have got the US warehouse clearance part 2. UK viewers, don't worry, tomorrow you've got your own night as well. Oh yes, by the way, that was part 2. À bientôt. Merci.